Hey UB, it is yours truly, Mr. Ben, recording for you one of my last video lectures. Let me just start off by saying that I'm a little upset because I just recorded this and lost the video, so I'm having to redo it. But you know what? That is okay because I'm going to do it even better this time, and I'm going to give you even more information, and I'm going to be even more precise and concise, and we about to do it, right? So let me first off by saying thank you. We're getting close to the end of our 5 weeks. We only have 2 weeks or 2 days of week 4, and then we have week 5. I know it's been a weird summer. I know it's weird taking online classes. I know life is weird right now. But for those of you who are keeping up, who are following this, and who are doing the work and trying your best, I appreciate it. And I will consider myself successful if you learned anything from this class. So if you learned a little bit about persuasion, about how everything is an argument, how you can see anything as trying to persuade you of something, then I will feel successful. And hopefully when you guys start your next school year, you will be able to keep that in mind, and I think it will help you a lot. In fact, I know it will. I didn't learn about the persuasion types until I was in college. Okay? I taught this to my middle schoolers last year. You guys may have heard of it, but if you have not, you are now aware, and I promise you, you will come across it either in high school, if not then, when you get to university. But it is important to understand it now. So I'm going to go through these real quick since I already explained them and my video somehow magically disappeared. But what we're going to do for our final project is we're going to make infographics. Okay, what is an infograph? Well, it consists of two words. Sorry, it's an infographic. Info means what? Information. If you look at the infographic on the right of the screen, doctors are under stress. 76% say work stress prevents them from getting enough sleep, right? There's all of these statistics, all of this data. Okay? What else does it show us? What is graphic? An image, right? This is conveying information to you using images. Yes, you have to do a little bit of reading, right? But when you look at the infographic, it doesn't take too much of your time to understand what they're trying to tell you, what they're trying to convince you of. It's not like you have to read a scientific paper, right? Or you have to write an essay or read an essay. The information is laid out. So there's a little bit of writing, there are pictures, it organizes the information in a way to where it makes sense and where it argues something, right? We're not going to work with this infographic. You can Google infographic and you can see thousands upon thousands of examples. You can put in infographic art, infographic diet, infographic. Now, I don't want you to go there and steal somebody else's, right? You have found your statistics and you're going to make your own. And trust me, I will know if you did that. But if you need examples and you need to get the creative juices flowing, Google and see what's been done to get an idea of how to do it. All right. So I have a couple of examples for you. I'm going to put this down so that it's not in the way. I'm going to click a lot of this too. All right. Here is an infographic. So before you even look at the words or the numbers, what is it that pops out? The color. The color. If you're walking by and this is a poster, the color might jump out at you. So they're using blue. They're not using super light blue. They're not using dark blue. And beyond the color, what else do we see? We see a guy who, is he happy or sad? He's happy. He's meditating and he's like, yeah, classical music, right? What is that meant to convey to you? Is it meant to convey that this person is sad, or that this is a sad infographic or a scary infographic? No, right? It's supposed to be more on the uplifting side, but uplifting might not be the best word, right? Blue is mellow. Now, we know that blue can kind of mean sadness, right? Green can mean envy or sick. Yellow is like lucky and happy, right? And these are all culturally learned associations that different cultures have different associations. So this blue is not depressing, but it's calm, cool, relaxed, mellow, easy, right? The color is an argument in itself. The picture is an argument in and of itself. Is that logos, pathos, or ethos? 3, 2, 1. Pathos. It's not telling you logic, right? It's not ethos, it's not credibility. Literally, the color or the image makes you feel a certain way, okay? That is pathos. So when you make your own, think about what colors you want to use to send your message. Okay, so then there's just information. There's a title, surprising benefits of listening to classical music. And then there's a little blurb, right? Not into Mozart, Beethoven, or Bach? If you aren't listening to classical music, you could be missing out on a number of mental and physical benefits. It is trying to argue that it is good for your health to listen to classical music, right? And here's our logos. Decreases blood pressure, boosts memory, sparks creativity, reduces stress levels, etc., right? All these things that are about kind of calming, relieves pain, puts you to sleep, right? That's why they're using this mellow blue, okay? It's intentional. The color itself is an argument. Now, for their ethos, they have like these sources down here. You don't need to put any sort of sources. Don't worry about that. But what I would like you to do for your logos is have statistics. 70% of blank, 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 right? 82, 1 out of 5, whatever it might be, okay? They don't have to all be numbers and statistics, but some of them, okay? These should be your facts. So now let's look at another. Look at this. Bam! It's like, bloom! Right? Like an explosion right in your face. Like this hits you. Drunk driving. And they're using these blurry letters, right? To kind of simulate what it looks like. And like, I mean, this is a smack in the face, right? Is this calm and mellow? No. It's alarming, right? It's bright. It's like, whoa, this is trying to tell me something really important and something that I need to be alerted about immediately. Right? So what do these colors say? They're using red and they're using yellow. Now, once again, these are culturally constructed. So in other cultures, red and yellow might not be, I mean, they don't really mean bad in, the United States, but they mean listen, right? There's a reason why a stoplight is green. Go means green, right? Or green means go. And then yellow is like, ooh, careful. And red is like, stop. There's a reason, right? We are taught that. And it's the same thing here. They're using yellow and red to get our attention. Go, alert. Hey, look and listen. Pay attention. Okay? So that is pathos. But there's another kind of pathos they use here. Look down here. It says, in early 2004, my friend pulled over on the Brent Spence Bridge. This is like a road, to help a man whose car had broken down. A drunk driver with multiple previous arrests hit the broken down car and pinned my friend against the wall of the bridge. He was rushed to the hospital where his legs were amputated, meaning cut off, and where he later died. He was surrounded by 30 of his friends. He was 24 years old. Don't make a mistake like that or don't make a mistake that will cost your life or someone else's. So, right, is that logo's pathos or ethos? That is pathos. Okay? They're telling you a story to scare you so that you never drunk drive, which by the time y'all get that age, don't ever think it's okay to do it even one time, even for a mile down the road. Just don't do it. Okay? So they give us pathos in two ways. They give us a story. They give us these colors. Now remember, going back to this infographic, they give us pathos in two ways too. They give us color, but they give us a picture, right? This guy's happy, right? He's like, yeah, meditation, I'm listening to classical music, and right? He's stoked. So images, color, and story. You don't have to use all of those, use two of them. If you want to use all three to make it pop, even better. All right, so they have a bunch of statistics here. 1.9% of Americans interviewed during 2012 said that they drove drunk in the last 30 days. Blah, 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 blah. And they have images. It's not just a listing of statistics, right? They have, this is Texas. This is the United States. These are handcuffs, right? These are people. So that you can get the message quicker. So think about that when you're putting your infographic. Don't just have images, or sorry, don't just have writing of your facts. Think about how you can put a picture up. It doesn't have to be a drawing. It can be like a stock photo that you find on Google or something like that. You know, even here, look, they have a clock, they have cards, they have a light bulb, a heart, a brain, you know, a bone, right? They have all these things, and that's important for an infographic. Okay, we have 3 minutes, and I'm going to get through this. I only have 15 minutes to record, and I'm going to save it because I'm not doing this for a third time. So, really quickly, okay, create an infographic, and you can use Easily, Google Slides, Google Docs, or another program of your choosing. Easily is the only one that actually makes an infographic. You can sign up for free and figure out how to do it. Okay, it's probably the best one, but you guys might be more used to using Google Slides. Whatever you want to use is up to you. It's your project. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. If for some reason you're struggling, you just don't know how to put it together, once again, I am always here for you. Email me, text me, whatever you want to do, and I will help you. If you want to try out Easily, remember there's a free it's free. There's also a paid part. You obviously are doing the free part. Just Google this. It has the dot in it, so don't be fooled. Easel.ly. Easily. So kind of play on words. So make a title. You picked your facts last week, right, of something that was important to you. Pick a title. People shouldn't eat meat. Here's why. Whatever it might be, okay? Make a title, and that should be clear on your graphic. Put the facts that you got from last week and put this on your graph as logos. Remember, you want maybe little images to go with it or something like that. Make it cute, make it pop. Pathos, remember, can be colors, pictures, and or stories. Put as much of it on there, but remember, sometimes you can have too little and sometimes you can have too much. Remember that somebody's supposed to be able to look at this in a minute and read through it and get a lot of information. So sometimes having too much is distracting. Certainly you need enough, okay? Bonus points if you can incorporate ethos. It's not a requirement, but I will be sending all these to Charmaine. So if you can incorporate ethos, like, 1 in 3 dentists, remember ethos, how we can utilize that? Do it. Last but not least, this is due, not this upcoming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. And sorry, this should say July 8th. Excuse me. It should say July 8th. Okay, and I only have a couple more seconds. Due Wednesday, July 8th, not this upcoming Wednesday, but the week after. I will be sending you many emails to remind you. Just get it done. If you need any help, reach out to me. I'm here from you. I'm proud of all of you guys. I'll have probably one more video lecture next week, which will be really mellow and easy. I will talk to you later. Good luck.